Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And joining us now courtside, the man who won 3 consecutive NBA titles, the incomparable Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, it is so great to be with you.
Kevin, it's great to be here. I just always wanted to tell you this. When I was playing, I just used to love when you used to say my name. So thank you for all the great times when you said my name.
That is
Appreciate you very much. This guy next to you, I used to hate playing against him. All he did was try to come down and double team on the trap.
With Greg here?
Yeah, Greg, just always. But other than that, I love being here with you guys. You know what? Ernie and Kenny are so jealous of me right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Orlando, they're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And when I look at Orlando, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So Dallas will get the first possession. Doncic outside. More and more teams going to small ball, but Shaq, we still have big guys who affect winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
How do you come up with these names so quickly?
Listen, I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You
Anything
are.
Big
You
Man,
know
I know. All these guards and foo-foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the BMA, the Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Excellent finish that time inside by Doncic. He's highly skilled. I mean, that's obvious. What's not so obvious is how big he is. This guy looks me eye to eye.
Now here's Vucevic. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to New Orleans. Porzingis with the block. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Kleba. Doncic outside. That's tipped. Here's Brunson. 9 points last game out. Now Isaac to the inside. Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
This is what your big man is supposed to do. Vucevic attacking the rim, daring anyone to stop him.
Over in the corner, Doncic. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Shaq, you were the winner of 4 NBA titles. If you had to choose the one that meant the most, which one would it be?
I would say my first one with the Lakers was special. No, capping out the three-peat. Also with the Lakers was good. No, winning in Miami.
Really?
Winning
that
in
was
Miami.
it.
Because I got traded, and you guys, well, not Kevin, but you, Greg, you were counting me out. Oh, Shaq's going to get to Miami and do more rap videos. And we all know Shaq doesn't like to come in shape. He's not going to be in shape. But you know, they put me through that rigorous program. And with the great D-Wade, was able to win one in Miami. A versatile forward. Gordon can beat you inside or outside.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. And the first one drops. You've always been a student of the game, Shaq, when it comes to evaluating young talent and the future of the league. What boxes do you like to check when you're taking a look at these young players?
Well, thanks for trying to tell the world I'm smart. I'm not really that smart. It's just, Kevin, it's just not that hard to see. You know, the greats make themselves known very, very quickly who they are. Luka Doncic, does that name ring a bell?
Yes.
Ding, ding.
How many guys are known as Aristotle? I know two. You and Aristotle.
That's it.
Here's Finney Smith. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Outside Fournier. Over Doncic. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Mavericks trailing. Porzingis looking it over. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Man, I admire how Isaac fights through the contact there, man. Grit and grind on display. Not letting the defense tie him down on these shots.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Kleba. Doncic outside. Jack, you've played with so many other stars during your career, but talk about some of the incredible role players that were so important for you and the teams you played in.
You know, you like to use the word role players, Kevin. I like to use the word others. Off the top of my head, Udonis Haslam, Robert Horry, Mike Penberthy, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, my main man Horace Grant, and my OGs, Brian Shaw and Gary Payton.
Yep. Good name. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Pass to Curry. Hits the jumper in space. Shaq, you know the importance of great footwork. And I know that you have found some other guys that are standouts in that category right now in the league.
Well, Kyrie Irving, he has great ball handling. You know, that definitely requires great feet work.
Yes.
DeMar DeRozan, James Harden with that Euro step and that step back. You got to have excellent feet work to pull those moves off.
That That is room service delivery from right there. What a sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Now here is Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bamba dishes to Ross. Augustine in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And I think this is an area where Augustine is deadly. A high percentage mid-range shooter.
Powell finds Porzingis. Carter Williams against Curry. The pass to Porzingis. From deep. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Magic leading by 5. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his second basket of the game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist from Carter Williams. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right outside. Outside, Porzingis shoots over Bamba. Nails the baby hook. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Boy, Wright really understands when he needs to look to pass the ball. An outstanding all-around player.
And we want to thank the big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Shaq, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you. Anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Baryshnikov?
Nah.
Are we giving that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
And Clark, it hasn't taken Shaq much time, has it, to go from being a superstar on the court to a force with our And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Curry. Augustine passes to Carter Williams. Now Gordon. And Curry pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Gordon. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. Evan Fournier's checked in for Carter Williams. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic is checked in for Curry. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. The drive by Doncic. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Fournier for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Fournier. Kleber with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 5. Down low. Here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Evan Fournier.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And so he hits both. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Got a piece of it. Here's Finney-Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. The 3 for Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Let's look at the stats for Markelle Fultz. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
For 3, Fournier. They get it back. Bamba lays it up off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Mavs.
Pass to Doncic. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Bamba, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
The first one falls.
A top 10 pick in the 2018 draft, Mohamed Bamba. Mo Bamba, for short, is a terrific athlete and has a great work ethic, too.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Fultz against Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
And that one falls for Fournier. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Right wing, pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And another basket for Dallas. And here's Fultz. 8 points his last outing. Doncic with the steal. And here's the break. Brunson the pass to Kleba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Orlando making some changes. Gordon comes in for Bamba, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. Then for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Curry subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And so he makes both from the line.
making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Outside Fournier. For three, Ross. It's good from long range. Ross has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient, raining it off the catch. Love it.
Here's Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, the shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Kleber with the bucket.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Dallas leading by 5. And they double up Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Curry. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. It's Curry, that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Doncic against Carter Williams. Deep 2 from Ross. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Pass to Gordon. Augustine looking around. He feeds it to Vucevic. Porzingis with the block. It's off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. No good again that time.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here are the Magic now. It's a 13-point game. Fultz against Brunson. And the shot goes down. Fultz has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Magic.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
They get it back. Isaac passes to Fournier. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's Finney Smith, and he slams it one-handed.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. First one falls for him.
And, you know, right now for me, it's all about confidence as it relates to Isaac. I mean, this guy has the tools to be special. I think he just needs to be more consistent.
And both free throws good for Isaac. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Inside. Over Fultz. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Magic trail by 11. Isaac outside. Outside Fournier. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Fournier's got 7 points.
That's Fournier's specialty. The long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defense.
Dallas calls timeout. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. And Dallas also making a switch. Powell's checked in. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Fultz against Brunson. And they pick up 2. He's got 6.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Bamba kicks to Fultz. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 10. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Brunson with it. Defended now by Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Bamba with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Curry comes in for Jalen Brunson. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Fournier. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
Doncic looking it over. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight. Fournier into the lane. Can't hit from in close.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Passes it to Curry. Outside Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Here's Powell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 14. Pass to Ross. Now the pass to Gordon. Fades and shoots. And it's good. 2 points. Gordon's got 6.
Gordon's jumper really looking good, showing you how dangerous he is from the mid-range.
Here's Curry. Bamba with the block. They recover it. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. 5th best, Mohamed Bamba.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
The free throw drops for Powell.
One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Boy, a nice drive that time from Wright. The defense didn't have a chance to counter.
Carter Williams, the pass to Augustine. Gordon with it, guarded by Kerr. And it's Gordon missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Hardaway finds Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Mavs.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Curry with it. 13 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
You know, it's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Vucevic dishes to Augustine. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And a 6'5" combo guard who uses his size well. Wright is pretty consistent across all areas.
And, you know, Greg, I watched him in college, and what I liked about him most, and I think other people kind of sleep on this guy is really excellent in terms of his feel for the game. I mean, he's got a control and poise about him that's contagious. Good instincts. I like his decision-making in transition. I just think he's an effective, efficient player.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright, how he performed last season. He put up about 7 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Right against Augustine. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. They could use a bucket, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Augustine. Vucevic has got his second bucket. Dallas leading by 21. Right, the pass to Hardaway. Now, Wright. Porzingis kicks to Curry. Outside Hardaway. But they recover it. Goes up again. Orlando grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Pass to Kleba. Count it, and the foul. Bamba. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Just 3 on the clock. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Curry in at the small forward.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old-school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time score.
That free throw good from Ross.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Fultz finds Isaac. Curry against Ross. Isaac passes to Fournier. Clock at 6. Vucevic with it. Launches it. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Yes, that goes in. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic is checked in. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Curry. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got his first points of the night.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Here's Barea. Doncic trying to get open. A nice shot by Barea.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the shot goes in. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Passes it to Ennis. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Doncic, and it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Mavericks call time here. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Feeds to Doncic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Dallas leading by 23. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break, Dallas ahead. And Doncic gets it to go. 25 points for Luka Doncic.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Vucevic dishes to Fournier.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. And the shot is long.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
He gets it in there.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Brunson the bounce pass. Count that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Fultz. Fournier for three. Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porzingis with the steal. The pass to Brunson. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Fournier. And Doncic gets it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fournier passes to Gordon. And here's Fultz. Brunson covering. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Second chance shot. Mavericks with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.